fellow star stuff. Hello. Hello. Late night gaming? Yes, indeed, late night gaming. Thank you so much, Black Blue, for the resubscription. I appreciate it. Thank you. I hope you've been doing well. I'm gonna be so real with you. I forgot that I set up the text-to-speech to read out the messages, and then it scared me. I was like, what the hell is that? Because I'm setting up my screen so I can see everything. And it completely scared me. But now I know. Hopefully I'll remember for the next one. Yippee. Not gonna lie, it scared me too. Yeah. I was like, and I have this vague memory of setting it up and being like, I think this is gonna scare me if I'm not like used to hearing it. And I was like, it'll be fine. I think it will be fine. And it still scared me. So, but yes, you sure are up late. Yes, I am. It's the insomnia. Fortunately, family was here and family has left. We had a good time. And Doggo is not having any issues. She's just normal. She's just sleeping. It's just the insomnia, which will probably go away with time. So I'm not super duper worried. Let me go over to game screen. I'm just gonna instead chill with some more TinyBookShop. This game is really cozy. I really like playing this game. It's really nice. So I wanted to play some more of it. We're kind of just hopping back into it and being the best bookseller there ever was. All right. Last time we were trying to feed the dog. We were trying to feed the dog, and I showed up to Mega March on Sunday. And I'm like, maybe it's not like Walmart, and maybe I should show up on Monday instead, and maybe then I can actually buy things. What a concept. So we're gonna try going back there again so we can get food for the dog and then come back to Waterfront Square so we can feed the dog and save the day and save the world. Yay. And also maybe sell some books in the process. I don't know. Something like that. Yay. All right. Let's go. I don't know if I've read the newspaper. Monday, Summer 8th, Year 1. Buxtonbury's love of books. New tiny bookshop sparks passionate discussions. Alright, weather today and tomorrow is good. No events scheduled. Reading the rest of it. Passionate discussions. Mere days after their arrival on the scene, the mobile seller has Buxtonbury's literature scene abuzz. I can imagine. Again, somebody is missing a huge business opportunity here. But what makes for a pleasant browsing experience? According to Tilde Senkelund, former bookstore owner, the secret lies in the selection. The more books that match a customer's taste, the higher chances they will find what they're looking for. I mean, that makes sense. What I need is more space. Does the trailer... I wonder if the trailer... I don't actually know if the trailer, like, stays the same. I imagine at some point I should be able to upgrade to, like, a larger trailer or something. I don't know. I don't know. The more they will find what they are looking for. For those readers who might not yet know what to look for, the review recommends seeking the assistance of your local bookseller. No. I mean, yes, because that's honestly the... Like, to me, that's the most fun part of the game. It's really, really good. But also, no, I don't know anything. Don't ask me for recommendations. Alright. Everything costs money. I want to save money so I can buy potential dog food. We're gonna get rid of this and get out of here. Anything else for me to think about? Oh, right, that's an active skill that I have to equip. Okay, let me try and put some more items outside to help with sales or whatever. Is it just this? It's just this. I don't even know what it is. Inspect with A. Yeah? Or no? Apparently not. No, not this one. Does it tell me... Where do I find out the skills? That's fine. It's fine. I'm sure whatever it is, it probably helps my business. Everything helps the business. Alright, cool. With that being said, let's get out of here and confirm. And let's go to Mega March again, and hopefully this time, for real, we will actually do the thing that must be done. I forgot last stream that I actually bought this extra space. So I was looking for a book for a customer, and I didn't realize that, like, oh, I had this extra space. I have to remember to press the side buttons so I can see multiple books, because that's important. That's important too. All right, what do I want to stock up on here? We are kind of low on stock, to be quite honest. Let me place some crime. I think that's gonna be good. Crime is apparently up, so that should be good enough. All right. And we don't have a lot of drama. We have a little bit of drama out, so that should be good. Fact is about the same, so maybe just put 1. And then fantasy, there's a ton of fantasy. There's a ton of fantasy. Maybe put 1 for good measure. Okay, classics are up. There's a lot of classics there. I don't know if that's needed. Children's books are down. And then travel is up. So we're gonna stock travel here. And maybe 1 kid book over here, just in case. All right. And I think that should be good. Let's start the day. Yeah, it's open. Woohoo! Okay. All right, good to know. I just really showed up at a bad time. Okay. Open. All right, cool. Let me go. What happened? What happened to the lights? Can I go in? Can I go into the store? No? Surely I can shop here. Maybe after the day's end or something. Surely. Please? Please? Yeah. There's something that's highlighted. Oh, it's this that's highlighted. Okay. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I'd like some help, please. I'm here. I don't know. When you think about it, most stores would be closed on a Sunday. I guess, yeah, but I just had it in my head like it's a huge mega mart. It would probably be open 24/7 or something. I don't know, or at least 7 days a week. Even if it's not 24/7. So, gosh darn it, I can't believe it. But I don't think I can go in anyway, so it didn't even matter. Let's see. What do you want? We're talking to the bookseller right now. I'm looking for a fresh kids book. Oh, well, I have some bad news for you. And I want something that's part of a series. Okay, cool. We have 3. So you better hope that whatever is here is what you're looking for. All right, maybe ridiculous. First entry. Okay, this should be good. We read this last time. I also went through the VOD and I added a bunch of the books that we talked about last time into my for later catalog on my library card. So some of these I will pick up. I remember Stormbreaker I did see is for later, so I might pick that up. The Bad Beginning, a series of unfortunate events. Yes, indeed, truly. Truly. And then let's check the third one. The Magic City. Okay. It's gonna be this one, so I'll just give you this. How about this? Yay! Alright, cool. The town isn't big enough to need all that. I guess not. It looked big enough to me, but whatever. I guess so. No problem. Alright. Oh, hey there. I'm still on the lookout for album inspo. You don't happen to have a book that can help me out, do you? I don't know. I don't know. Also, I have to use the active skill that I have, the typewriter. I have to work on writing my book in game. So I should really put series of unfortunate events on my reading list. I heard the movie was good. Yeah. That's also. I think this is also a new book that was not here before. The Bad Beginning, a series of unfortunate events. Published in 1999. When 3 siblings are suddenly orphaned, they have to live with their strange relative, Count Olaf. The failed actor wants to secure the family fortune for himself, but Violet, Klaus, and Sunny might stop him yet. it sounds pretty good. It sounds pretty great. And I mean, even before this like summary, it's like I've heard good things about it. So I'll probably add this maybe to my reading list as well. What do you want? What do you want? Wouldn't mind something niche. Historical settings appeal to me. I prefer nonfiction. Got anything for me? Okay. Historical settings. So classic. Or no, nonfiction. Nonfiction. Historical settings. Architect. I can say words. True. Architecture in Britain. I mean, there was this one, but Page Boy, not this. Encyclopedia Volume 2. No. Okay. Maybe not here. Maybe I won't find it here. I mean, this is historical, but I was thinking maybe more like the Mesopotamia book that I saw last time, which is no longer here because I gave it away to a customer. A Senseless Power, timeless family drama. Usually prefer nonfiction, so all right. A charming study of English provincial life with all its love, ambition, and scandal. Follow the lives of unforgettable characters. All right, characters. Maria Stuart. A Tudor tale of power, betrayal, and queens. All right, Lord of the Flies. Truly, Lord of the Flies. Group of schoolboys is suddenly stranded on a remote island. Will they manage to survive without any grown-ups, or will they succumb to their darker instincts? Rather, Lord of the Flies is like one of those like classic. This should probably also be on my my like to read list. It's one of those classic things that gets brought up a lot. I don't think I've ever. Yeah, I definitely haven't read it. Frankenstein. Frankenstein, indeed. The Raven. Our protagonist, Shakespearean classic, a wizarding scholar. Okay. Oh yeah, it's The Tempest. Look at that. It's The Tempest. I did read The Tempest, and it was, I think out of all this stuff that I read from Shakespeare in high school, I think this was my favorite. So, let's see. I'm gonna go with this one. I think this is the best. How's this? All right, yeah. Yay. I often read Lord of the Flies and I read Lord of the Flies in middle school. I loved it. Oh, yeah, yeah. A lot of people say they really like it, and it's like we never got assigned to read it, which is so strange, so weird. But I hear a lot of good things about it, so I really want to read it as well. Hello, Mr. Calamity. Thank you so much for the hydrates. I will do that right now. All right. Woo. Thank you so much again. I hope you've been doing well. Brilliant. I'm interested in the historical aspect of it. No problem. That's what I'm here for. Hells yeah. Architecture in Britain seems dope. Thanks, mate. This is a massive help. I'll be back here soon. All right. Bye, Klaus. Bye. I'm going to see if I can enter the store or if I have to be here for my customers. It's like I can step away very quickly, I'm pretty sure. It's not the end of the world, right? Right? I guess I can't. I guess I can't. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Let me use the typewriter before I forget. Alrighty, here we go. Come on, I know you're thinking thoughts. Let him out. I know I've had one thought in my life. Truly. Bees. Death, dying, mortality. Bees. Am I just gonna write the bee movie script? Death, dying, mortality kind of fits with the theme of the friggin', you know, the skull that I have, that I found on the beach. So, But I don't know. What about bees? Have you ever thought about bees? Bees. I like bees. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Bees are so smart, they can tell the time. Wow, amazing. Hey, that's something. A book about bees, then. Sure, I can work with that. Keep typing. Okay, all right. I wish there were crime books left. Is there no crime book? Oh, dang, y'all. Okay, all the crime books are gone. So sorry. Please give me something romantic, and I'm looking for the next book in the series. Also, I enjoy literary fiction. So, is there a specific romance? I don't think there is. A romance like tag. Travel classics. Yeah, I don't think there is. Let's see. Please give me something romantic, and I'm looking for the next book in a series. Okay. Okay. Also, I enjoy literary fiction. Okay. Labyrinth selected stories and other writings is a representative selection of essays, short stories, and parables written by Argentine poet Borges and translated into English. I don't think this is what you're looking for. This sounds like something I would read, though. Actually. Howl's Moving Castle. Indeed, Howl's Moving Castle. I have seen the movie. I saw the movie a long time ago. A long time ago. It was pretty good from what I remember. But it has been a while, so. Sophie seeks the mysterious wizard Howl in his ever-moving castle. Since he might be her only chance at breaking her enchantment. Is there more to his heartlessness than meets the eye? Ooh. Artemis Fowl. Okay. The Outsiders. 2 copies of The Outsiders. No one's taken up either of them. Come on. Just buy 1 copy of it. The Never-Ending Story. How do we know which book in the series they've already read? True. That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's like, I guess just any sequel. Start at book 2, and if you like it, then that's a good sign. I don't know. That's kind of a ballsy way to choose your reading, but sure, I guess. I forgot the Ghibli movie is based off of the book. Yeah. And I think, because Kiki's Delivery Service is that same way as well, right? There's a lot of Ghibli films that are just like, it's based off a book. Even loosely based. Like, it's based off a book. Alright. Let me start over here. Six of Crows continues the dark fantasy. Grishaverse. Okay. This one might work. Six of Crows. Divergent. Okay. Catching Fire. The Cycle Established. Okay, maybe this one. 2 towels. Towels. Towels! Alright. In the 2 towers. Blah, blah, blah. In the second book of Tolkien's foundational epic fantasy. Define literary fiction. Is it just fiction? Just... Nimona. Hey, it's Nimona! Shapeshifter Nimona's plans was to become the sidekick to a newly termed villain Ballister. But when the heroes are not as good-hearted as everyone believed, that plan might have a last-minute change. Might have to change last minute. There we go. I love Nimona. I read this in... Where did I read this? In middle school? Maybe? In middle school, I think. And... and then, like, I heard it was getting a movie adaptation, like, years and years later. Like, it was very, very recently. I think, like, 2 years ago. I was like, oh, okay. Okay. I mean, I liked the book. I didn't remember anything about it, but I knew I liked the graphic novel. So I was like, okay, sure. And the movie came out fantastic. It was really, really good. Highly recommend both, to be honest. Both. But, I mean, either one. Nimona is a fantastic story. It really is. I know Ariadne is based off of a book too. Yeah, Ariadne as well. So I didn't know Nimona was also based off on a book. Yes, it is. A graphic novel specifically. So, but yeah. Artemis, I don't know. There's a couple of good options for you. I don't think Artemis Fowl. I don't think Nimona. So I don't know. It's choice paralysis again. No. It's probably... something romantic. I forgot about that. Oops. Okay. I mean, Hunger Games is romantic. Teenage thieves, dark YA, fantasy. You know what? You're getting Catching Fire. Yay! Alright. It was an okay reaction, sure. Alright. Alright, cool. I will continue to attempt to somehow get into the store, please. Please. I should be able to shop here too. Why? Why? Alright, so this is not where I need to be in order to feed the dog, I guess. I'll go searching around. I'll go searching around and see who it is I need to talk to in order to get food for the dog. And the stream does not end until we figure that out. Until we do that. Alright, and that was the last sale for today. So let's... look at that. The lights are back on. What is that? They're back on. Let me in! Let me in! Gosh darn it. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Alright, Bookstonberry review, Tuesday, Summer 9th, Year 1. Bookseller continues to sell books. Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Fern. An update from our local bookseller. Yesterday at the Mega Mart, our local bookseller sold. How did you get all this data? How did you get this? Did I just give this to you? 6 crime books, 7 drama books, 4 fact books, 1 fantasy book, 3 classic books, 3 kids books, and 4 travel books. 28 books in total, for a total of 74 coin after expenses. We're looking forward to seeing what our bookseller will head, or where rather, our bookseller will head next. Alright. We have the weekly flea market over there. Songwriting breakthrough. Sealand's Libri frontman Klaus finds lyrical inspiration. Yay, I did my job. Yay. While equipped, +1 recommendations per day. So I can give more recommendations if I want. I mean, that sounds nice, to be honest, but also I'm running low on books, so I should probably get some more. Alright, that'll work. And then learn to read vintage books. Young adult favorites. Young adult might just give me a lot of fantasy. Let's do vintage books. Okay, that works. That works. And I don't think I got a new item, so I don't have to worry about that, actually. And I just have to figure out where I want to go. Where do I want to go? They were stalking your store and then looking at all the sales. I assume so. It's like, how did you get all this information about me and my business? You know my business better than I'm paying attention to it, to be honest. I don't ever use the minus button to see all the stats. Let's go to the lighthouse because we haven't been there before. And let's stock up on books. Yay! Let's go. We need so much crime. Crime is just in. We need a lot of it. Okay, just a whole shelf of crime books. Drama needs to be had. Here and here. And facts, a little bit of facts would be fine. I should probably pay attention maybe to the facts, actually. 47, 25. I don't know. I don't know. 1, 2. And then we have a fair bit of fantasy, so not too worried about that. Put more classics. And then Maybe 2 more kids books here and some travel books as well. And I think that's about it. All right, let's start the day from here. This is my first time being at this this area. Okay. Completed to the lighthouse. Yay. 1, 2, and 3. We are open for business. So I might meet a new character here as well. What the heck is this? Crate of flowers. Okay, a touch of spring. Well equipped, plus 2% to drama sales and plus 1% to kids sales chance thing. I said words. Yay, okay, sure. There's some more information about birds. The coastal wildlife of Buxton Bay. Read on. Most of the board is taken up with illustrations of the coastal fauna native to the cliffs surrounding the lighthouse. There is a rock pipit, a small and unassuming bird streaked with grayish-brown feathers. This non-migratory bird likes to nest in cliff crevices and picks off small invertebrates from rocks or shallow water to feed. That's interesting. I like that. I like that. I think that's cool. A greenish shore crab is pictured sitting in a shallow rock pool carrying a piece of seaweed in its claw. The shore crab's color can vary from green to brown to red, with red individuals often being more aggressive. Okay. The only mammal you can see is the gray seal, its long snout peeking curiously out of the water. You can sometimes find seals on land whenever they are resting to digest their hearty fish diet. Seals share an ancestor with sea lions and walruses, but these cousins are not native to our area. Goodness, these seal babies look cute. It feels like you've gained a whole new appreciation for coastal critters today. Yay! Alright. I guess, what can I see out of this? I see 2 people entering the shop and it's like, before I talk to any of you, before you have things to say to me, let me look around the area. It's a distant island. Maybe there's treasure on there, or puffins? The heck? How's there just a distant island out there? How am I gonna get if there's no... I guess there must be like some sort of bridge connecting it. Otherwise, how am I gonna get my boat over... not boat. How am I gonna get my shop over there? Interesting. Okay. Alright, let's go back. Oh, there we go. Alright. Oh, hello. Interesting bookshop. I haven't seen you at the lighthouse before. This is normally a pretty hidden spot. So, you know, people here like to be left alone, but I suppose having some books around couldn't hurt. Let me see, do you have any good drama books? At least 2. At least 2 of them. I have a lot of crime books. Would you be interested in that? I'm always looking to add more stage plays to my collection. Ah, I see. That sort of thing. So, am I the drama? Some loners at the lighthouse are looking for drama. So 15 drama at the lighthouse. Cool, I'll pick one out now. Thanks. Alright. Good luck with that, I guess. Puffins. Oh my gosh, is this a tea shop? It all comes back around. It all comes back around to the Pluffins again. Gosh darn it. Oh man. I miss those guys. I miss those little guys. Their little waddle, and they'll just like take anything that I leave on the ground for more than 2 seconds. They're just like, this is mine now. Goodbye. Ah man. Wonder Stop was a good game. The more I sat on it, the more it's like I didn't really enjoy this. It was very, yeah, it was very good. Anyway, I tend to like books with unexpected twists. Also, I'm into coming-of-age stories. I can't get enough of The Cruel Prince. Can you help me, or whatever? Or whatever. Okay? The Cruel Prince. Jude is a mortal living in the Fey realm and is constantly tormented by the High Court. Worst of all is the youngest prince. But can she stand up to him without being roped into the intrigue of the palace? Interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of this one. Okay. Books with unexpected twists, coming of age story, fantasy. Got you. So not this, not this. The never ending story, not this. Divergent should be good. In a post-apocalyptic Chicago, 16-year-old Triss is left with no choice but to join one of the 5 factions, prepare for an action-packed dystopian story for young adult readers. That should be good. 6 of Crows. Hmm. 6 of Crows might work as well. Is there anything else over here? Just Nimona. Okay. I'm gonna go with Divergent for you. I think that'll work. Yay! Sick. Makes me makes me feel all nostalgic. No problem. Thanks for your business. Thank you. Yay! Oh, I know someone who loves that book. That's the I don't think I've ever actually like read it or seen anything too much about it. I think it's like, but it's in the similar vein of the Hunger Games and like the big boom that came after that, or similarly around that time of just like coming of age dystopian female protagonists type of books. There was like a huge boom of them, and I guess maybe there still is, but especially from the Hunger Games. So hi there, I'd love to read something to do with real life. Also, I have to get out of the house. Give me a travel book. Okay, it doesn't say that specifically that you want a travel book, so maybe it's not needed, but Into the Sunset, the Magical West. Explore the mythical and exotic lands of Western Europe. This satirical travelogue lets you in on the secret wisdom and mysterious culture of the West. All right. Unfortunately, this is not a real book. Aw. Down Under. An entertaining yet educational travelogue exploring the Sunbird Country, also known as Australia. Marvel about the country's people, history, landscapes, flora, and fauna. All right. Mont Saint Michel and Chartres. Okay. A fictional travelogue, self-described as not anything that could possibly be useful or instructive, but only a sense of what those centuries had to say and a sympathy with their ways of saying it. This is a real book. Okay. This is a strange one. No, not Divergent. I meant Cruel Prince. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never heard of Cruel Prince. That one's completely out of my wheelhouse. So maybe it's super popular and I just haven't heard of it. Notes from a Small Island. After 2 decades in Britain, this American author isn't afraid to draw his conclusions about the small, weird, lovely island that has become his second home. Still Bill Bryson again. Bill Bryson? Yeah. These two. Okay. Something to do with real life. I mean, it's super vague. I think this should be fine. With real life. I mean, real life, you know? Real life, as in real life to our Buxtonbury town, which is super real, right? So this should be fine. Maybe not. Maybe not. Have to get something to do with real life. Try this. Try this. Okay. Thank you for your business. Let me check around. Sheep. There's a lot of sheep. A lot of sheep in this game. A lot of birds, too. Help, I need a book. Gosh darn it. Alright, fine. I don't mind a bit of fright, and I'm not afraid of a bit of tragedy. Also, I don't mind a bit of gore. Can you help me or whatever? So, crime. Something crime related. In this narrativized version of a historical murder case, a young woman's crimes come into question when she is released from prison. Is Grace Marks really a killer? Alias Grace. There we go. Got there eventually. Okay, never heard of it. Death on the Nile. Detective Poirot is keeping to the background on his Egyptian vacation to carefully observe the mystery unfolding before him. Everyone had a motive, but who is cold-blooded enough to be the killer? Again, Agatha Christie. American Psycho. American Psycho details the increasingly dark and violent stream of consciousness of a young rich, narcissistic yuppie working on Wall Street in 90s Manhattan. Contains graphic descriptions of gore and violence. Okay, so this one should be good for you, probably. Violets are blue. Okay. Not this. Not this for you. Thornhill. Mary is an orphan living at the Thornhill Institute who tells her story in her diary. Ella, whose story is told through artful comic strips, has just moved into a street with an old abandoned house. A dark and haunting story fit for young readers. Okay, I see. Young readers. Let's give you this one. I think this will be fine. Okay, how gloriously gory slay. Okay, no problem. Thanks for your business. I am not a true crime girly. I wish. To those who can be, hats off to you. It's just not my thing. It's not my thing. But I'm guessing that customer must have been kind of a true crime girly. So. Oh hey, American Psycho. That's the movie that got Christian Bale got Christian Bale famous. Yeah. I know I've heard a lot about the movie in particular, but I didn't know it was based on a book before. From that description, it sounds like a mix of Dexter and Wolf on Wall Street. Yeah, definitely. It's one of those. I think American Psycho at this point is one of those, like, it's big enough for its pop culture, like its presence in pop culture, I should say. So, I don't think I found anything. I mean, I found that one item, but I don't think I found anything else really. So, We found there's like an island out there. I guess at some point that will unlock. But still no nothing for Doggo. Aw. Okay. Alright. Bookseller continues to sell books. This is just the rest of the game. The rest of okay. So the library, I mean not the library, the freaking the newspaper is gonna tell me like all of my stats and what I should be paying attention to. Okay. I actually didn't know it was based on a book. I think I've heard of the book before. So it's definitely again, there's a lot of things where it's just like it's adapted from a book, even loosely, but it is adapted from a book. So Wednesday, summer 10th, year 1. Okay. 7 crime books, 3 drama books, 2 fact books, 4 fantasy books, 2 classic books, 0 kids books, and 3 travel books. Okay. I think that I should really focus on crime and fantasy then. Alright, atmospheric reads at Lighthouse. Socially isolated youth find common ground in books. So that was supposed to be like, quote unquote, the youth, but like, not too much of the youth because none of the kids' books got sold. So, I mean, young adult, per se. Maybe valuable. Okay, I'll take it. Cool. Intro to biology or this. I can get this. It's like, should I? Is this a good idea to get right now? Likely not. I don't know. Let's get this. Okay. And then I don't have any money for anything else, so. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oh, I forgot to look at the typewriter yesterday. Gosh darn it. I have to remember to do that when the day starts. Okay. Let me put the items... There's just a ton of stuff all over this place. A ton of stuff. It's just like, yeah, that can go here, I guess. And this can go here. And I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that'll work. Is it here? No, it's this button. Oops. Let me... I'm pressing all the buttons except the one that I actually want. There we go. I can put this inside in the interior. We'll just be on the floor. So, sure. Sure, whatever works, I guess. Confirm. Yay. And that should be it. All right. Where do I want to go? I think I want to go to Cafe Liberté and then let's see from there. Let's see from there if there's anything in particular that I want to do. Let's go to the cafe. All right. There is information. The best-selling ones are travel, drama, and classic, and then crime just seems to be up in general. So you know what? Let's just stock up on that. I'm actually running a bit low on crime. Okay. Drama, more drama. And then classics. And then travel. All right. A little low on travel. Maybe like 1 and 2. That'll work. All right, let's start the day. Cafe Liberté, Wednesday, summer 7th. All right. And hopefully I can meet, Tilde's friend that I was supposed to meet the first time. But I think she was busy, like, getting an award or something, apparently, according to the news. Again, there's nothing over here. There's nothing over here. Interesting. All right. There's Burb here. Good to know. There's stuff over here. All right. Help, I need a book. Okay, I'm here. Hold on. I passed my last exam. The drama, the style, the emotions. It has to be a play for me, and I love to read something classic, but I've never really understood poetry. What are you saying? You passed your last exam. Yippee, hooray, huzzah. Okay. So, the drama, the style, the emotions has to be a play. All right, so you want specifically a play, but not poetry. So not something like this. Not something like this. The Essential Roomie, a poetry and philosophy. Okay, well, it's poetry. So I'm gonna skip over it. Jane Austen, Persuasion. 27-year-old Anne gets a second chance. Frederick Wentworth moves into the family home. To Kill a Mockingbird. Okay. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. What the heck is this? In this steampunk classic, a group of scientists around Captain Nemo unexpectedly embark on an unforgettable underwater adventure in Nautilus. The heck is this? Jules Verne published 1870. I've never heard of this. It sounds like something I would have heard of, but it doesn't even sound real. It sounds made up, but okay. I've never heard of that. Okay. Probably Romeo and Juliet is what you want. Let's give you Romeo and Juliet. All right, cool. Yay, I've helped people. Yay! Steampunk. That's new. It truly is. I don't think we've had like a steampunk kind of book in the store before. It's so interesting. Why has no one ever brought up that book if it's been around for so long? If it's been around for so long, is it just all right? Or I don't understand. I can't happen to go into the cafe, can I? No. All right. I think that I have to go to the market, the Saturday market, and that's probably where I find whatever I need to feed the dog. 20,000 Leagues is a Moby Dick book, isn't it? Where is it? I guess. I know I've heard the name before. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. I wouldn't know for sure. But because I know I've just read like the first book, which is Moby Dick, and then I haven't I have not read anything else from that author or the series. So it's possible. It's entirely possible. Classics are my absolute favorite. I must request another one, and I just need another fantasy novel now. However, I find pop science a bit dull, so you would hate probably this one. I'm on a deadline. So many things, so many requirements. Classics are my absolute favorite. Okay, so I'll give you a classic that is also a fantasy. A two-door tale of power, betrayal, and queens witness the captivating drama and heart-wrenching decisions of a regal Mary in this love letter to Shakespearean plays by a legendary German playwright. Friedrich Schiller, published 1801. Okay. Charming. All of its loves. Okay. A sense, timeless family drama. Absolute favorite. Must request another one. A fantasy novel. So far, it's looking like this one. I don't think... Yeah, it's looking like that one. I'll check the fantasy just in case. Moving Castle. Never-ending story. Okay. And Two Towers. So, I think it's gonna be this one. Alright, that was an okay reaction. Sure. Sure. There was a game I saw someone play the other day that was based on 20k Leagues. Really? Okay. Alright, is this... Ooh. Okay, there's two people in the shop. Okay, there we go. That's the friend. It's like... I don't think I've ever seen it. The only thing I know that's League, that's video game related, is obviously League of Legends. So, yeah. I mean, definitely not that. It's definitely not that. So, anyway. Mariam. I mean, I guess you're getting the same voice as Tilde, because I don't have any other voice for you. Or maybe I can give you, like, a slightly different voice. You must be that person Tilde has told me about. I see a small collection of classic books here. Good. I am Miriam de Bois. Welcome to my cafe, the Liberté. Oh, look at the glasses. Sliding down the face. I like that. That's a nice detail. You should know it has been family owned for about 200 years now. Throughout the years, the Liberté has hosted our history's greatest minds. From writers to revolutionaries, they all met right here. But surely you have done your own research into this town already. No? No, I haven't. I just kind of moved here, and I mean, I'm making a killing, so... Either way, I have to get back to my customers. Goodbye. Oh, okay. Nice chatting with you, I guess. Fern is here. Are you gonna say anything, or you're just kind of vibing? So, what has... Okay. So what has been selling well today? I want a book that was written by a woman. I'm looking for a piece of classic literature. I'm a fan of books like Night and Day. Night and Day. Can love and marriage coexist in... And is marriage necessary for happiness? Explore love and life in Edwardian London as Night and Day contrasts just as the lives of Catherine and Mary. I think I've vaguely heard about this, but if I have, it's only once or twice. Not enough. Only enough to recognize the summary, but not the name of the book itself. Okay. So you want classic written by a woman. Kill a Mockingbird. Well, I mean, classic, like super duper classic. I was thinking. But I don't know what was Night and Day published? I mean, it might it might work. Not that kind of league. Yeah, definitely not that kind of league. Sense of powerlessness. Oh, I'm running out of books, aren't I? Yes. Okay, you get this. I don't have anything else. I don't have anything else, so... Okay, cool. Sweet, everyone has been telling me to finally read To Kill a Mockingbird. I should have read the description. No shit. Okay, hopefully I'll restock on that and I can read it. I have not read To Kill a Mockingbird. It was not required reading. But it's, again, one of those books that gets talked about a lot. No problem. No problemo. Alright, there's a lot of people in the store right now. I can see all of their faces. Hello, Tilde. Hello, dear. Can I give a word of advice? No. Okay, you're gonna give it anyway. You will probably soon gather some regulars, people who will always return to your shop and who like to chat. In my experience, they greatly appreciate if you can remember some details about them. I can try. Maybe last week they told you about their hobby or that their birthday is coming up. Surely the journal will keep track of these things for me. But I can't access the journal while I'm actually talking to them. No, no. Okay. I recommend writing these things down in your journal. For example, young Harbor is celebrating her birthday soon. And you know how important birthdays are at that age. I'm sure she'll be delighted if you give her your best wishes. Here, lend me that journal for a minute. I will fill in all the important dates I can remember off the top of my head. You seem to just be so on top of things, Tilde. Who are you? Who are you really? Help? Need help with the book? Okay. Give me 1 second. What can you do for you today? Crime is my passion. We have a lot of crime books. We have a lot of them, actually. I was expecting to be sold out more, but no, there's quite a few. I mean, I like a crime novel. I'm a traveler. I like reading about real places, and I tend to like most stories with a detective. Okay. The murder at the Vicarage, a quaint village, a noisy vicar, and a most sinister murder. Join Miss Marple, Queen of Crime, on a typical English murder mystery full of exaggerated characters and dry wit. Alright, definitely not Misery. I realized that I think I have seen a movie. Not seen it, but I've seen a summary on YouTube of a horror movie that was loosely based on Misery. So I am kind of familiar with the plot of it, but not, I haven't, like, actually seen that movie itself or even seen, like, a more direct adaptation of it, or definitely not seen the novel. But it occurred to me after stream. I was like, it actually sounds, based on the description, kind of familiar. Full Dark, No Stars. Okay, published by Stephen King again. 4 chilling and devastating novellas by Stephen King dealing with darkness of retribution and revenge. True horror, read with care. Okay, not this one. Violets Are Blue, James Patterson, 2001. This thrilling and bloody case, Detective Alex Cross investigates another macabre murder with undeniable signs of vampires, but being haunted by someone from his past. Okay, maybe not this one. The Shadow of the Wind. He possesses the only known copy of a mysterious book by an even more mysterious author. Join Daniel on his treacherous journey to uncover the story of the book and its author in this winding neo-gothic. I was about to say geo-nothic. There we go. Novel. Carlos Ruiz Zafran, published 2001. I've never heard of this one. Stories from the Grave. Ghost Stories from the Grave, even. Okay. With Dickens, Stoker, Wilde, and Poe, as well as some new stories. And then Thornhill. Okay, I think that out of all of these, this one is gonna be the one that you want. You're right, can't wait to see what happens. Yippee! Alright, I did actually, order at my library. I was like, I think I want to read some Sherlock Holmes because there's been a lot of There's been a lot of, for crime in this game, there's been a lot of Agatha Christie, obviously. Obviously. And then there's also been a lot of, like, Sherlock Holmes books. So I did get The Adventure of Sherlock Holmes at my library. I still have to pick it up. I still have to pick it up, but that's kind of like the first recommendation I guess I'm going with from the game. Oh, and I think that ends the day. Okay. All right, off I go. Okay. Thursday, summer 11th, year 1. Actually, before I do anything, and I forgot to I forgot to use the typewriter again, gosh darn it. There's no rush. It seems like this game goes on forever and ever and ever, but still, I should probably work on that book that I said I was gonna work on. It's like real life. It's like, I should work on the book. Gosh darn it. I just keep forgetting. Let's see. What is today? Hold on. Today is Thursday. Okay. Let me go. I need to check the Harper's birthday is tomorrow? Eats facts and trivia for breakfast, is a bit of a know-it-all, likes fantasy and facts. Okay. And then tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. Okay. Friday. It should show up in the events. I mean, I can write down in my own handwriting. Harper's birthday is tomorrow. And then Saturday is the weekly flea market. Okay. And then this just gives me like an updated look at all the books I'm doing. Crime books, drama books, fact books, fantasy books. Okay. More crime. I mean, it's kind of based on location, honestly. So these kind of give an indication, but still. It's very much based on location. 25 in total for a total of negative 56. I'm in debt after expenses. Okay, I didn't realize. This is such an embarrassing way to find out in the newspaper. It's like, you're in debt. I didn't realize. Okay. Guest column, Moira's travel log. Okay. Bali on a budget, don't miss these incredible tips. I think I've already read this one actually. So with that in mind, so real, I'll work on it tomorrow. It's like, I keep telling myself, it's like, I'm gonna remember the typewriter is there, and then I just don't. So it truly is the writer life. I should buy some books, probably. Here, I'll buy this. That'll work. Anything else that I need to do, or... Nothing new in terms of items, so I'm just gonna choose some sort of place to go. Cafe Liberté, Mega March, Lighthouse. Let's go to the waterfront store because it's cheap. It's cheap. That'll work. All right, it's just about time for a break, so I am going to go over to Burb Screen. And I'm gonna go stretch and all that good stuff. I suggest that you do the same as well, and I will be right back in about 3 minutes. So, see you then. All right, I am back. Let me tab back into here, and then go over to game screen. All right, cool. Thank you for the welcome back. Let me move this over here, and then let's actually stock the bookstore. Okay. Where are we going? Waterfront Square, which is known for its fact and travel books. Okay. With this in mind, I will go over here and stock up on some more of that. 1, and then 2. And then travel. This might be complete overkill. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but hopefully everyone finds what they're looking for here. And then let's just go ahead and fill here. Just the crime section at the top. This is the most stocked genre, I guess. And some drama. There's a good amount of drama. Not worried about that. Some more fantasy would be good. Some more classics would be good. And then nobody's buying any kids' books, so I don't feel too much of a need to restock on that. Let's just continue as is. Waterfront Square, Thursday, summer 11th. So I meet Harper at the marketplace, but I also meet Harper at the beach. So I should probably head over to the beach tomorrow, is my thinking. Open. Sesame. Okay, cool. Doggo, are you still there? I'm so sorry. Woof. Alright, seems like the stray is still asking for food. Do you want to pet the dog? Yes. Aw, you're just so sweet. I love you so much. Why is there no food? This is torture. Gosh darn it. Do you have anything to say to me? Have a look, matey. Do you have food? Lobster boyo. Okay. No, not this. Tattling trouts. Vintage grove. Gosh darn it. Okay. Alright. Oh, wait a minute, young'un. I heard you gave Tilde a hand with your clearing out her shop, did yer? Did yer? Did yer? I don't know. What is the accent? I don't know the accent. I'm sure she appreciated that, but you know, maybe you can also check in on her from time to time. If I know Tilde, she'll have a hard time letting go. Always been that way ever since I've known her. Alright, I'll do my best. I'll try. Hello, bird. I'm getting money from interacting with the birds? Wait oh, no. I was like, no, I'm running a bookstore also. I was like, I'm running a bookstore in the background. I'm getting money from that and not interacting with the birds. Okay. That's how you know I'm very, very tired. I was like, if I just interact with the bird, I can make so much money. I'll be out of debt. Like, this will solve all my problems. Oh, no, wait. I'm actually, you know, supposed to be running a shop or something. I don't know. Stamp collected. Show off your catch. Sell 20 books to local sailors. Oh, yay. I did the thing. I guess I can talk to you, right? Because you said, oops. Well, I guess I'll help this customer, and then I'll go talk to you. The seagulls ate a bunch of loose change. You are forcing them to cough it up. Oh, man. It reminds me of, like... It reminds me of, oh, gosh, what is it called? I saw somebody playing this video game the other day. It was basically, like, one of the first scenes that you can get. You can kick this, like... You're basically, like, a night in training in the video game, and you go to your quarters, and you come out of your quarters, and you're supposed to go to the main hall, and you can meet like a guard, and if you kick the guard, each time you get 1 coin. You can just do this, and apparently if you kick the guard 300 times on the dot, the guard will just be like, fine, just take all my money, and you get like an extra 100 coins, and it's just like, okay, leave me alone now. Truly, just one of the games of all time. It was... Gosh, I watched a video essay on it. What was it called? It's gonna drive me insane now. I know for a fact... What's it called? Radiata Stories. There we go. Radiata Stories. That's what it was called. Yes. K-Bash, a YouTuber named K-Bash, did an interesting kind of deep dive into this game that I know nothing about, but it was pretty good. So the name of the video is called An Innocent PS2 Game with Nothing Weird in It. Truly, it's just not a weird game at all. Don't even worry about it. It's a very strange game, man. There's a lot of stuff from that era where it's just like, this is very weird. Who designed this? The fact that the guard just sat there and took 300 kicks is impressive in and of itself. Truly, you're just hitting his one left shin, and he's just like so unbothered by it. And the fact that he withstood 300 kicks from this small child before he's like, you know what, fine, just here, take all of my money, is insane. It wouldn't hurt if I had a thrilling, gripping plot. Okay. Also, I quite enjoy cooking. Ugh. Also, anything good on board today? What are you asking me for? You like what the heck? What in the food wars is this? Like, what do you want from me? I don't understand. Do you want non-fiction? No, you want a thrilling plot. Drama? Okay. White teeth. No. Not this. That's not what you're looking for. Not this. Othello. Romantic reinterpretation of the Iliad. Happily, oh, here we go. Happily Ever After cookbook. Original recipes for book lovers. Book-inspired recipes. Need I say more? When best-selling romance authors team up with chefs to create their own dishes, you might be in for a treat. Try it at home. Various authors. Published 2022. This is a real book, though. But you want something with a thrilling, gripping plot. And this is just a cookbook. Is my issue with this. Collection of poems. Explore a town. 100 places to see before you die. Or 1,000 places, or whatever it said. I don't know. I don't know what it said. This is such a weird request. I'm not gonna lie. This is such a weird request. Why would they do this? Is that Monster? Holy shit, it's Monster! Naoki Urasawa. The brilliant surgeon, Dr. Kenzo Tenma, might be the only one who can find out the twisted motivations of a cold and calculating serial killer in this tense and dark crime thriller in manga form. I've heard so many good things about Monster. I will read it one day. I will. This is a promise to myself. I just have not gotten around to it yet. So, let me go over here. The color purple. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. 1984. Truly, 1984. Attack on Titan Volume 1 is here as well, for those who want it. Okay, cool. Adventures of Pippi Longstocking. I've never heard of that. Matilda to the Lighthouse. All right, I'm gonna give you the cookbook because I don't know. I'm out of ideas. I don't know what you want. Okay, sure. It's an okay response. Sure, I'll take that. And then let me talk to you. Monster is another one that's on my list, although I doubt I will get to it anytime soon. Yeah, exactly. I think that you just have to be like in the headspace to like really appreciate the work as well, because it's such a classic. Both the anime and the manga are renowned, but I think the manga especially is like, it's such a classic that you want to give it your full attention and stuff like that, along with Blackjack. That's fair. Blackjack as well. Again, another classic. Another classic that's very much like you have to be in the mental headspace to like fully appreciate what it is. Heyo, youngin. Well done on those sales there. Seems like I underestimated you. Now, if you truly want to stay afloat around here, you're gonna need this. Life Buoyo, a literal lifesaver. +2 to travel, -10 to danger. Let me tell you a wee secret. Us sea folks, we love a good decoration or two. So if you want to garner a little respect around here, just have to show us your maritime side. Equip 3 maritime objects. Oh, I've already done this. And if you're seaworthy enough, you might even get an invite to the fish market next Wednesday. Oh. Okay, interesting. And I can get fish from the fish market to feed to the dog. Hey, okay. All right, now we're thinking. I'm sure I've got some knickknacks left over if you want to have a look. No. No. Cheers then. Okay. I do have 3 items equipped. The writing! I have to write my novel. There we go. I remembered. Right, listen up. I've got the perfect chapter idea for the book about bees. Swarm intelligence. Are bees actually aliens? So true, Oomphy. So real, bestie. Huh? What do you mean? That's misleading and unscientific. Wow, you're being pretty bossy, you know. But is the typewriter talking to me, or like, what's going on here? But all right, guess I'll revise by tomorrow. Okay, progress, I guess. Who wants something? Fern, you want something? What's the latest headline? I'm a huge sci-fi nerd. I like books that basically rip my heart out, and I also wouldn't mind something niche. What does this mean? What does this mean? This is like words that were put together. It's the latest headline. Yeah, I'm a huge sci-fi nerd. Okay, I'm with you. I like books that basically rip my heart out. So you want the Persona 5 manga adaptation? What do you want? I also wouldn't mind something niche. What the hell? After the funeral, Agatha Christie is not niche. Something sci-fi related. Dark Places. Okay. The Shining. The Outsider. Terrifying outsider stalks Flint. Not to be confused with The Outsiders. Is that still here? I don't think so. Just The Outsider by Stephen King. The terrifying outsider stalks Flint City, committing heinous crimes. Tag along a ragtime team of heroes who take it upon themselves to deal with this nightmare in classic Stephen King fashion. The heck? I don't know, man. I don't know. Is he asking for romance? Something that will have him balled up in the corner crying his eyes out because it's so dramatic. I guess, yeah. It's like, I thought he might be asking for romance as well, but it's just so vague. Drama might be a good pick, though. That maybe I can start there as well. Hello, Shiny. Hello. How are you doing? I hope you've been doing well. I'm just here trying to figure out what this customer could possibly want. Sci-fi nerd, post-colonial, probably not this one. Twisted Love. Okay, not this one. Shakespeare, Macbeth, Othello, reinterpretation of the Iliad, To the Lighthouse. On the aisle, among them, a young painter observes tensions in relationships and how they change. None of these are good. None of these are good. I don't know what to tell you. Take Monster. Here. I don't know. Really? I wanted sci-fi. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what you want. Oh, I also read The Outsider. That one was pretty good. I don't think I've ever... I don't know. It's probably telling me how much I avoid horror, to be quite honest. Because I'm not... Like, I like mystery. And mystery obviously goes hand in hand with horror. But I don't seek out, like, pure horror, if that makes sense. I don't know what to tell you, Fern. Please do not write a bad review about me in the newspaper. I'm doing my best. Okay, I want some help. Yes, I'm here. Hold on. I finally have time to read. You can't go wrong with a play. I quite like a thrilling story, and I also like a book that doesn't take itself too seriously. Okay, that's fair. Not Macbeth, but where was the other one? Othello. No. No, not this one. Did someone already buy it? Someone already bought it, I think. That's upsetting. Okay. Maybe. Unless it's this one? No. Okay, alright. Well. I wonder how many people actually go to bookstores like this nowadays. Still a fair amount of people. I see. I went to the bookstore the other day and there was still a ton of people there. Still in libraries as well. There's like a ton of people in libraries. It does also depend on what time of day you go, but definitely a ton of people are still out and about, which is good. Which is very good. If people were not in bookstores anymore, I would be scared, terrified. Honestly think you just wouldn't like Stephen King much. Most of his books have some horror aspects to it. Yeah. It doesn't seem like my type of thing. So, and ask the workers for a book, I mean. Oh, in that case, most people know what they want. Most people probably know that they want this book. So probably not. You might be more likely to get asked for recommendations in the library rather than at an actual bookstore. In that case, yeah, in that case, not this much. Not nearly enough. Everyone goes online nowadays. Yeah. That is fair. Most people are, there's like a half and half split on like online stuff like that. People are moving more towards online, but at the very least people are still showing up in stores and stuff like that. So, um I have no clue. There was a book that was perfect and was here, but it's not here anymore. I don't know what to do. uh, can't go wrong with a play, thrilling story, but a book that doesn't take itself too seriously. Romantic reinterpretation of the Iliad. I don't think it was this one. Shit. I shouldn't have clicked that one. Yeah, that was my bad. That was actually my bad. I don't know why I clicked it. Good afternoon. Hi, Tilde. I'm kind of messing up today. I hope I'm not in further debt. You know, I still have a few book-selling essentials left over from the last flea market. I'd be happy for you to take them off my hands at the next one this Saturday. And if not, it's always a nice opportunity to browse for some items, isn't it? Don't miss it, dear. Bye-bye for now. Alright, thanks, Tilde. I'm kind of messing up today. I'm afraid I won't have enough money to feed the dog. No. The closest thing I go to is a local comic book shop. That makes sense. Recommendations here. I'm here. Gosh darn it. I think I had one local comic book shop at like one of the places that I've lived previously, but I don't think there's any. I'd probably have to go to like, again, the next major town because like I said, there's no bookstores in the town that I live. I could probably find one, but yeah. Because it's the best way for me to read manga unless I pay like $50 in shipping on Amazon. That's fair. That's fair. For manga, I don't read as much manga anymore. So there is that. But when was the last time I got, usually I get manga from Barnes and Noble. So yeah, usually that. Not the poor doggy. I know, it's like I've been spending all stream trying to work on like feeding the dog and it's just like no one has any food. Not the supermarket, nobody else. Nobody else has any food. You're like the highlight of my route. Oh, well unfortunately I'm not on, on my A game today. So, I love to read something to do with real life. However, I don't usually enjoy dry books. Living in Alaska is one of my all-time favorites. This chilling page-turner based on Jones' true story will take you on a wild journey through the frozen wilderness of Alaska, filled with heartbreak, resilience, and unexpected turns. So you're asking specifically for travel, right? Something to do with real life is just what you're asking for. There are no travel books. Oh. Wait. Eh? Are there really none? Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. I thought I thought that I would sell more crime. I really have to pay attention to whatever my journal tells me about like sales and stuff like that, cuz I was completely off about this. Nobody wants crime here. All right. Dry books living in Alaska. Gemology, unearth the secrets of dazzling gemstones. No, not this one. Romance. Critical framework. Perhaps the origins of cottagecore. John Ruskin will take you on a tour of his favorite cottages and villas throughout Europe. Delighted in his philosophical musings? maybe this one? This one as well, maybe, possibly. Macbeth, collection of poems. Color purple, probably not this. Probably not any of these, I think. Okay. Let's try this one. The poetry of architecture is fictional? It is? It didn't seem fictional to me. It was like okay, better luck next time. Dang. Okay. All right, everyone, just get out of the store. Just get out of the store. I just gotta stop for today. We'll try again another time. Dang. Was it really fictional? Maybe I didn't read the description correctly. I didn't think that was fictional. I didn't think it was that fictional. All right, let's go. Okay, I'm not in debt today. That's cool. Yesterday at Waterfront Square, I sold 2 crime books, 7 fact books, 10 travel books. Just like a ton of them. Total of 32 after expenses. Alright, today is Harper's birthday, so I should probably go over to the beach. Sunny today and tomorrow's gonna be the weekly flea market in which I need to meet Tilde there. Offshore, has that offshore island always been there? What do you mean? Tourists wonder what lies on our cozy shoreline. What do you mean? The island didn't just appear out of nowhere. It's always been there, right? Okay. Let's get some free books. Alright. And get this because it's cheap. And also this one because it's cheap. Alright, fair enough. And then, what do I have? I have something. Something to decorate with. Eh? Do I? I don't think so. It says that everything that I have is already equipped. Where is this? Hold on. Oh, it's inside. Okay, it's inside the shop. In that case, actually, then there's nothing to do over here. Let's just confirm. And let's go... We're all set? I think we're all set. Let's go to the far beach. And over here, I'm just gonna stop paying attention to my preferences and just like go immediately to the journal, and the journal will tell me what to bring here. Fantasy, kids, crime. Gotcha. All right. There's already a ton of crime. I'll just finish filling out the rest of this, I guess. Okay. And then fantasy. Okay. And kids. Anything else? Oh, we'll add a travel book in there for good measure, I guess. Sure. Alright, that seems good enough to me. Friday, summer 12th. Okay, let's open up shop. Is that... No, it's not. It's just a random person. Okay, well, let me go over here. Somebody is missing their beach ball again. Over here. There's my ball. Yay! Okay, cool. Can I collect the shell or no? No, I cannot. Okay. Just more stuff over here. I didn't mean to... Oh, there's no text log, is there? I was clicking on stuff. Hi, Anne. It's great to have you here. Such a great spot, don't you think? I've already seen some people with your crime and fantasy titles in hand. I can't wait for the next flea market. It was so much fun to help out the horticultural society last time. Will the bookshop be there again? It seemed like people were really interested last time. Come on, you should go. Let's hang out there, all right? Okay. I guess. Yeah. Let me... I have to type right. Hold on. I kind of forgot about that. Now, dear reader, you know everything there is to know about bees. And will never have to read about them ever again. Pretty interesting, right? I didn't even know I had so many bee facts memorized, but here they are. Stamp collected. Your big debut. Interact with the typewriter. Hey, a book. And there's always room for improvement, right? Okay. Sure. Whatever works. Whatever works. Go on, take it. Your very first manuscript. The Bees. Just titled simply The Bees. This stack of paper can be turned into a real book. All right. That means that I can meet a publisher, is what you're saying. It's bound to be the #1 fact book. It's like so faded out. It's like facts. Yeah, facts. Maybe. Oh no, what's this? Ah? With one final clack of the keys, the typewriter fell silent. No! Broken typewriter. Its type bars are in a terrible deadlock. Luckily. Luckily? Luckily, so you never have to write ever again. For every manuscript in your shop, plus 1% to classic sale chance, plus 5% to the spooky effects, -5 to electrical effects. What the heck is an electrical effect? Okay. Small, standing, classy, antique, spooky. Dang, that's unfortunate. Yeah, so let's get out of here. What can you recommend me? I'm here. Damn, was your writing really that bad? Your writing was so bad that your computer just completely shut down. It completely gave the blue screen of death. It was just like, no, I can't do this. The world cannot see this. I'm begging you, please. But in this case, a typewriter. Gosh darn it. I thought that manuscript would actually be important, but maybe it's not. Maybe no one's ever gonna see that manuscript. It's just like a key item sort of thing. Lovely weather. I'd love to read something classic. Also, I could go for a good fantasy novel. Okay, fair enough. Classic. We don't have a lot of classic today. So we're gonna look in fantasy instead. Okay. Carmilla, the lesbian vampire story you didn't know you needed. This classic gothic horror novel details young Laura's encounter with a new guest at her father's castle, a young woman named Carmilla. All right, possibly this one. It's more romance, but I mean, still fantasy. The Fellowship of the Ring. That's always, you know, always a classic. Wrinkle in Time. There's always that as well. White Knight. Starstruck Deluxe Edition. This is very recent. I've never heard of this one. The Return of the King. Two Towers. Happy Prince and Other Tales. A Dance with Dragons. And The Search. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Finally find out what happened to Zuko and Azula's mother in this continuation of the animated series. Aang and his friends are once again saddled up on their flying bison. Bison? Bison. There we go. And are hurtled straight into another emotional and hilarious adventure. I see. One of the many comic book adaptations, I'm assuming, of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm gonna give you the Fellowship of the Ring and hope for the best. Yeah, all right. That was an okay response. I refuse to take I refuse to take in a single more word from this writer. Your typewriter. It's just like, it's really bad. Like you really have to stop. I'm begging you. Oh, hey. Hey, you know what? What? It's my birthday today. The best ever. Oh, wait, I should probably have read the responses. I should have you're not angry at me, right? It's my birthday. The best day ever. Summer birthdays are the best. We can picnic at the beach, and I have to get so much ice cream as I want, and no one can tell me no. Oh, my parents did say I have to wait before eating before I can swim again, but I'll forgive them this time since I'm almost a grown-up. Truly, Harper, almost. Truly. Anyway, nice of you to say hello. I would offer you some cake, but we already ate it all. Sorry. Bye-bye. Aw. Would I have gotten some cake if I had remembered to say happy birthday? I didn't read the responses. That's my bad. Please help me out here. I'm here. I am here. Wait a second. That's not how you spell picnic. Yeah, I noticed that as well. It's like, what is it? In some countries, maybe? Hold on. Picnic. Yeah. Yeah, it depends on the country. Okay. It's like, variant spelling of picnic. Okay. Because I don't know where the dev team for this game is from. I've not looked into it. I always assumed Australia, but I'm not entirely sure. Hold on. Tiny Bookshop, which was developed by Neolithic Games, Neolithics, which is... Do you have any more information? Or... I don't know. I can't find anything. At least not, like, immediately. It's fine. I can always look it up later. So is this Eastern Europe? Definitely the game is not in the US. Or not even, like, a general vague, who knows where we are? I don't get that feeling. It's definitely somewhere, maybe Eastern Europe related. But yeah, everyone, like, even when they do, like, the favorite spelling, they use OU instead of just O and stuff like that. So I'm sorry, I have to pick up my kid in a bit. I'd love to get a new mystery. However, don't give me any of those super heavy books. I'm a big fan of books like The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. I don't need to read this one because we've already read this one before. Okay. After the Funeral. Okay. That should be a good one for you. Probably not this one. Probably not this one. Probably not this one. Okay. Ghost Stories from the Grave. Maybe this one. This one's pretty short. It would just make more sense to give you the same thing. And again, the difficulty is pretty low on this one, so... How about this? Yeah, alright, there you go. Go read more Agatha Christie. Okay. Seems like the devs are based out of Cologne, a city in Germany. That is how you spell Cologne. That is how I say it, right? No, it's not. I don't know. I don't know how to say anything. Why do I try? I did see that on the website, but I was like, I don't know what that is. But okay, it's a city in Germany. Good to know. It is. That was right. Okay, cool. Cologne. There we go. I saw that on the website. I was like, I don't know. But I don't. You mean like the spray? No, that can't be right. They're a game dev publisher that also that also works on Cologne. That's what it is, truly. No, I see. So from Germany. In that case, okay, that puts a lot into perspective. I see. I get to pick a book. Give me something with a low page count, but fact books are just boring to me. I really enjoyed Charlotte's Web even. When a clever spider and a radiant pig become friends, what could stand in their way? A charming children's classic with beautiful illustrations. Okay. Yeah, my voice is dying. I'm gonna take a sip of water here, real quick. All right. I was so confused a couple years ago finding out that cologne cologne is equals cologne. I see. So that's how you write it in German. Okay. And I was like, surely it's not like just the English spelling of cologne. No, I see. Because cologne sounds like France to me in my mind. Yeah, yeah. With the English spelling, it sounds more French, or it looks more French. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's just kind of vibes based, but I get what you mean. So, um, you want something. You want a kid's book, is what you're saying. Low page count. Okay. This has a low page count. This has a low page count. The Moomins? Holy shit. The 8th book in a classic children's series? Yo, have you read The Moomins? Let's... Sailor Moon? You know her, you love her. Usagi Tsuniko might be a bit sensitive and clumsy, but when her friends are in trouble, she turns into the magical girl and protector of all teenage girls. Join Sailor Moon and her talking cat in this sweet and romantic manga adventures. Yay! Animorphs, holy shit! Yo, the kids section of the store is popping. What the hell? I didn't realize. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I was supposed to be focusing or something. I don't know. All of these have a relatively low page count, I think, but what has the least pages? Definitely not any of these. Okay. This is a blast from the past. It really is. It really is. Turns out fragrance is actually named after the German city, which is where it was first invented. Oh. Look at that. What's a day I learned? Truly. Animorphs. I loved that as a kid. Yeah, it's like I have not seen these in a long time. What the heck? We have all these cool stuff here. What about this one? This is very, very short. Collection of fairy stories and poems. I mean, Charlotte's Web is also very easy to read, so like, did you want more like this, or? Sure, that'll work. That'll work. You can take that one. All right. And anything else, or? I think that's it. I think it's just waiting for the customers to leave, and then we can end the day here. I get to pick a book. I don't want anything pretentious. Also, please, no dry or dull reading, but one kid's book, please. Kid's book? Nothing dry or dull, nothing pretentious. Okay. Lion, witch, wardrobe. Moomin is so not pretentious. you should totally try it. Hey, you know what? Take this. Take this. You should love this. Yeah, alright, cool. I think I have a Moomin game on the backlogged, or it might not be on the backlog, because I'm not really planning to play it on stream per se, but it's meant to be like a one-off game. Like one of those games, for one of those rainy days, essentially. I have one of the Moomin games on Steam, and so I can always play it. But yeah, yay! Enjoy your book. I studied a little bit of Finnish. I'm not very good at it, but I studied a little bit of Finnish, and I've always wanted to get the Moomin books so I could read it in Finnish, in the native language, because it's so hard to find. It's so hard to find, like, what is it, like, truly, like, in the video game space, it's hard to find, like, truly, like, things that are translated into Finnish, if that makes sense. Because, like, how to put it? Not that it's difficult to find it, but it's like, I don't know, it's more like there's an expectation that you would know, like, a bit of English or something like that, or like they haven't taken away all the English parts of the game, if that makes sense. They haven't, like, fully translated it or something like that, if that makes sense. I might not be explaining it correctly, but it's very difficult to find learning resources, which is insane because, I mean, like, Finnish, like, you can just have, like, just words that are just so long that it's just like, how is this possible? But yeah, the more you know. Truly, Finnish is so hard. I just, like, having heard it. Yeah, it definitely is. It doesn't sound like any other European languages to me. So yeah, it's definitely. I don't know a ton about, like, other European languages. I took, like, a little bit of French in in high school. So I guess there's that. But, like, for the most part, like, it really just, like, a fascination. Had, like, a bit of a fascination with, like, maybe I could learn some Finnish and stuff like that. How much Finnish do you know? Very basic. Very basic, just, like, a few basic words. And, like, I could watch probably maybe a children's show and then, like, get the general gist of it, but it's very, very basic, like, very low grade, and definitely not to a speaking ability. So, but it's still a pretty cool language, I will say. 6 crime books, okay, 7 fantasy books, 1 classic book, 9 kids books, 0 travel books, 36. All right, I'll get this because it's cheap. And I think that's it for today. Today is the weekly flea market. I don't know where that is. I don't know where that is. I guess I'll figure it out eventually. Who's to say? Oh, this is the manuscript. I see. Do I want to put this, like, inside the shop? I didn't mean to do that. Gosh darn it. What did I do? Here. I can put this inside the shop on the floor. Because there's just no other space to put anything anywhere. That'll work. That'll be fine. Confirm. Where's the flea market? Here. Here it is. A. And let's stock up on what was important last time. So that was here. Fact, classic, and fantasy. Okay. Fact. Fantasy. And classic. Do this. All right, that'll start the day. Flea market Saturday, summer 13th. I think that's Anne showing up here, but before that, Tilde, I'm here. Ah, what are you looking for? I'm looking for... not this. Anything else? None of these, to be quite honest. None of these. Huh. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. I can get more paint from over here. I don't think I need any right now. Hello, Anne. Hello. Quick, I need a hand. Huh? Sickly fern, a rescue plant given over into your custody by someone who would rather go unnamed. Okay. Phew, that was heavy. Thanks for the help. Look, you gotta keep this all under wraps, alright? I know I just dropped a massive fern in front of you, but it's technically not mine. I kind of, you know, stole it. Okay. I swear it was a rescue mission though. Okay, sure. Someone left it at my uni over break with no one there to water it. Okay, that's fair. So I couldn't exactly leave it there, right? Totally. Well, I mean, cute. It's very, very cute. I like the facial expressions here. I mean, I think I obviously don't care about plants as much as you do, but I mean, I should care about plants as much as you do. So you know what? I agree with you. Totally. Thank you. I knew you'd get it. Yeah. Well, I'm sure it would be in better hands with you. I don't know about that. After I just said, like, I don't care about plants as much as you do. I don't know about that. Fits in perfectly with your whole cozy vibe. Thanks again. I've got to run now. Cheers. Okay. I like how her animation is always like jogging. It's always like always on the go. Always gotta move, essentially. Okay. Anything over here? I would assume not. I would assume not. Have a look around, I guess. Review board? Great for leaving recommendations when successfully recommending a book. Oh, this is actually pretty good. But I don't want to spend money unnecessarily. There's like a ton of time in this game, I assume, at the very least. It says year 1, so you can play this game for hundreds and hundreds of years. Maybe not that long, but like maybe up to 5 years. So I'm not too like pressed on buying things. Hey, it's fine. I go over here. Bonjour. Bonjour. Why do I keep saying it like that? Bonjour. I'm pretty sure it's not bonjour. Apricot. Buxtonbury, like a frame. Bay, painting of a tower. Eh? The signature is a legible scrawl, but you can just make out the beginning of a name. Arthur. Okay. Strange. I like the selection here. I don't know if I'd ever actually use it, but you know what? I'll take some of the paint here. Gray skies looks nice, so. Okay. With this in mind, I hope I make enough money that all of this will be worth it in the end. Tilde is in the shop. Ah, hello, dear. I can't help but think back to my youth whenever I look at you. I'm sure you haven't had to spare even a thought on retirement yet, but let me tell you one thing. Make sure you have some very good friends and as many things to do as possible, or you will be bored. I myself volunteer for the town council where we organize events and community outreach. That is very common for, as you get more elderly to... I mean, you should volunteer at any age, but especially when you're elderly to volunteer because you have more of the time. You know, if retirement is something that is, you know, happens for you. I read and game, and I even attend the occasional concert exhibition. Yet still, nothing compares to the hustle and bustle of a bookshop. Yeah, you didn't have to retire. I mean, I understand running a business is extreme, so it's like, I get it. It's like, would you like to work at the bookshop? I can handle all the, you know, administrative tasks, but it seems like you want to be here. It is also tiring, yes, and I knew I couldn't go on doing it forever, but as soon as it was gone, my life became too quiet. Which is why I like to have your fetching little shop around. Now, let me find another pastime in your shelves. Aw. Alright. Let me check. Do you have anything for me? No. Okay. What can you recommend? I'm here. I'm here. Hello, dear. I feel like reading literary fiction. I tend to enjoy the classics. I'm a fan of books like The Outsiders. Let's see. Written by the author when she was still a teenager herself, not to be confused with The Outsider, which is a different book, this coming-of-age novel is known for dealing with the socio-economic struggles of white American working-class teenagers and the greaser gangs they formed. Let's see. It's probably something... Oh, my controller is bugging out a little bit. Oops. It's probably something that's also drama related? Maybe? I would assume. This post-colonial novel focuses on the friendship of two wartime friends, Bangladeshi and an Englishman. A story about mixed families, clashing ideologies, and activism comes to a dramatic conclusion. Okay. This is not a classic, though. But you might enjoy this. Heroic black general Othello soon finds himself in the middle of intrigue and betrayal at one fateful promotion. Okay. Probably not something like this. The Ramsay family spends the summer on the Isle of Skye with a few of their guests. Among them, a young painter observes the tensions and relationships between the family members and how they change 10 years later. This one might be good for you. Alright, cool. Please help me out. I'm here. Alright, just back-to-back recommendations. Whew. Let's see. Sorry, I'm in a bit of a hurry. I want a happy ending, and I typically go for character-driven novels. Okay. Alright, character-driven. That could be anything. Kids' books should be fine. Nimona should be fine, actually. Yeah, you know what? Go for this. Huh? Hello? Are you sure that can be considered a happy ending? Yeah. Yes, I can. I mean, based on the friggin' the movie, it has been a very long time since I read the book. So, I mean, it's been 10 years to be exact since I read the book. But are you freaking kidding me? No, I don't agree with that. No. No. I've never seen the movie, so I can't say, but apparently she begs to differ. It's like, there's a lot of drama to get to the happy ending, but it's worth it. You know? Your assessment is incorrect. Your opinions are wrong. Your book opinions are wrong. That's probably not a good way of going about it. Hey, how's it hanging? I still feel like something's missing in my writing. I need to figure this out, or I'll keep letting the band down. Okay. I tend to prefer nonfiction. I tend to read lesser-known works. Do you have anything I like? Okay. Nonfiction, lesser-known works. Star Raven Hunts. Okay. You know what? Maybe this one. I've never heard of it. 7 Lamps of Architecture? Decoration of Houses? It is never too late to begin becoming a writer at 40. This one might also work. Yeah. Finding optimism. The future is good. That one might work as well for finding optimism. I have no clue. I have no clue. Let's see. I think you should go with this one. There we go. Unfortunately, that's not a real book. That sucks. That sucks. Gosh darn it. I can't wait to learn more. Yay. Hells yeah. Herb craft seems dope. Thanks, mate. This is a massive help. By the way, look what I found. I scored some really cool records at that stall back there. I haven't heard of any of these artists before, but maybe they'll give me some more writing ideas for songwriting. Now let's just hope my granddad's record player still does the job. Enjoy the market, alright? See ya! Oh, I thought you were gonna... more recommendations. I thought you were gonna give me one of the records, but I guess not. Okay. I need to get a book. I'm on the hunt for a good encyclopedia. Good, because these encyclopedias have been just like here this whole time. Nobody wants them. But I'm not, but I don't want anything pretentious. Okay. Surely this should work. Entries from P as in philosophy to T as in true crime. This should work. Here, take this. Yay, okay. Cool. I see Harper. He is here. Gosh, so many people are here. Anything else for me to pay attention to or no? I think we're mostly okay. I think it's just making it to the Wednesday so I can get some fish for the dog and then bring it back to the dog. And therefore, the dog will be fed and everything will be okay, I think, is how I think it goes. Alright. But just who reads an encyclopedia for fun? True. True. Unless it's like... Well... I was gonna say, like, unless it's like an encyclopedia of bugs or something like that, or like dinosaurs, or like something very specific. But that just seemed more like an encyclopedia about books, which seems really friggin' boring. It seems really boring. As someone who enjoys books, it's like I would not want to read that. You can write like an encyclopedia about maybe writing, but I don't know. Good thing it's not a real book, so you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised, truly. I guess it's like an old school Wikipedia, but I do just read if it's a topic I like. I guess, yeah, but Wikipedia is also not going to be an entire book. It's like a brief, a brief summary of this, and it leads out to other pages and, references and stuff like that, but still. I don't know. I've never seen anything quite like that before. They say it's not a real book, but maybe it is. Yesterday, the flea market. Yes, I made 53 coin. Woohoo! All right. Here, I'll get this. That'll work. And it says there's something new here for me to equip. Is there? Oh, it's already there. The plant is already there, so I don't have to do anything. Okay, just confirm. And then, let's see. Not a whole lot for me to do today. Just kind of go wherever is cheapest. So, waterfront store or the lighthouse. Let's go to the lighthouse. Oh yeah, the wiki holes I've just dived into over the years. Link after link, sometimes spending hours reading various articles, going down random tangents. That's fair, that's fair. I know a couple of people like that love doing that sort of thing. So, that's valid. I don't know if I've ever, like, gone down a Wikipedia deep dive. I've definitely had, like, a list of things that's like, here's a list of things that like a list of concepts or phrases that I've collected over like the past week. Let's just go to Wikipedia and we're reading all the articles. Here we go. I don't think I've ever like deep dived into one thing in particular, but that's fair. That's also a pretty good way of learning new concepts, I would say. So, but only on fandoms, like comics or games I like. That's fair. That's fair as well. So you could find a ton of like fascinating information about like especially old school games, like interviews and like this thing was supposed to be this, and it's like what are you talking about? That wasn't obvious at all. So that's fair. But yes, it is time for the second break of the stream. We're just probably gonna get through the rest of the days pretty quickly until we get to Wednesday in game, and then we'll probably end it there. So let me go over to Burb screen. There we go. But if you are here, go ahead, stretch, get some water, all the good stuff. I'll be right back in about 3 minutes. So see you then. All right, I am back. Let me go over back to game screen. And let's stock up on books. So over here, we are... Is this the wrong thing? This is the wrong thing. The journal. Crime and fantasy sells the best here. So I can go up here and just have like a shelf and a half, really, of crime books, and then like a shelf and a half of fantasy books, honestly. And then from there, everything else, maybe? Or maybe that's too much. Nah. It should be fine. It should be fine. We're here to make the most money possible, hopefully, so I can get out of debt. And then we'll just put the rest of these here. So put like a few classics, and we have some kids books out, and then some travel books. 2, 3, and then just cycle for drama as well. 1, 2, 3, and some fact books. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1. That'll work. Okay. Lighthouse, Sunday, summer 14th. There we go. All right, open. 1, and 2, and 3. Okay. For me, the current books that I'm reading are... Well, I went to the library. I just picked up a random book. I went and I read The Girl in the Green Raincoat. And it was okay. It was all right. It was written like it was a newspaper story originally, so it was written like serialization. And then eventually everything got piled up into, input into like one singular book to read. And with that in mind, that it's meant for like one person can find like, maybe the second to last chapter in a newspaper and then just be like, oh, well, I got something from this. I gained something from this. But the overarching story is kind of not that great. But, it was fine. I'm still happy that I read it, but it's very, and it definitely shows its age as well. I think it has like this, I don't know, like this boomer quality to it, which is, it's fine. It's not like super duper offensive. Maybe maybe depends on who you ask. I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe. It has the heart of someone who's like trying their best. That's what I think. But it's definitely like boomer humor kind of type of thing. And I was like, but overall I'm still happy that I read it. So anyway, yes, you. As a new personal best, give me something utterly scary. I've always been drawn to thrilling crime stories. Okay. Pet Cemetery. Sometimes dead is better because whatever came back from the grave no longer has answers to Here, Kitty. Another horror from the stable from Stephen King. It's just all Stephen King. All right. Let's see. First to Die. This thrilling first book in the Woman's Murder Club series takes 4 crime-solving friends through a classic murder mystery. Will they make it through the twist this case has to offer? This might be good. Take this. Huh? Did I read it wrong? No. I thought for sure I was right about that. What the hell? Better luck next time. Is it just relative? Like it's relative to the other books that are on the shelf? so therefore you have to find the best one rather than this is good enough. Or maybe I just completely misread that. That's also a possibility. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. The last book I've been reading is the Robert Langdon series, currently on Inferno. Oh, that makes sense. That certainly Inferno. Certainly. That, I mean, I could definitely add that to my backlog as well. I'd be interested in reading that. Robert Langdon Inferno. There we go. There we go. I was like, I've definitely heard of this one before. Yeah. Yeah. Book was published May 13th, 10 years after the publication of the Da Vinci Code. Really? It seems like it's a lot... It seems like it's different. Are you sure? Not to be confused with the other Inferno, obviously, but still. It's like, are you sure? Interesting. Anyway, I don't want to, let me not get spoiled on the plot, and let me just, it's like, I could write that down as like something, something to add to the backlog. I wouldn't mind if there was romance. I typically pick books from a series, but like, don't make it a big deal. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Epic Saga, Dune, okay. Anathem, romance, Tolkien, Artemis Fowl, Saga, Flowers for Algernon, Starstruck Deluxe Edition, Catching Fire. The Return of the King. Maybe this one? Epic. But like, don't make it a big deal. This is 500 pages. This is almost 500 pages. So I don't know. I don't know. Gosh darn it. As was all this world famous sci-fi Babel or the necessity of violence, this novel explores the alternate reality. The ultimate Babel or the necessity of violence, published 2022, about 550 pages. This novel explores an alternate reality British Empire in which languages and their meanings are harnessed for their immense magical power. The heck? That sounds dope as hell. I want to read that. This sounds so interesting. Okay. It's basically like, wow, the symbolism, but also like it sounds really, really cool. I want to read it. So, Inferno was the 4th book in the series. The Da Vinci Code was the 2nd. Yeah, right. And then, but I mean, those are the 2 that are most known, I think. Yeah, because it's like, also, nobody talks about the 3rd book. Nobody talks about it at all. It's really the I guess the 1st, 2nd, and then 4th that are most known. Okay, I have no clue. I have no clue. This is drama. Pick a book from a series? I wouldn't mind if there was a little romance. Graphic novel explores fake news and genuine terror in an epic sci-fi setting. It's not going to be your favorite, but I mean, like, I don't think any of these will be, to be quite honest. I don't know. Yeah. The heck is this? Oh, look, it's, well, no. Different author, right? Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna, I'll give you this. Okay, that's an okay response. I have to not get so caught up on choices in this game. It's like, I could spend forever probably thinking about what could be the perfect choice for this. Fern, hi, I heard someone brought by a new story. Is that right? Can I see it? I hope it's a good one. How moving. Voices like this are exactly why I wanted to collect stories from our community. Thanks for collecting this one. What did I do? Otherwise, I dropped in today hoping to find a new book. I'm nearing the end of a 10-part series I really like. It's, never mind. It's embarrassing. Anyway, I could use some advice on what to read next. Okay. What's the latest headline? I'm a huge sci-fi nerd. Give me something with a low page count I can't get enough of at the Earth's core. Okay. Yeah, because Da Vinci Code and Inferno were movies. Oh, they were movies. Okay, I see. Only those ones were movies. I see. I don't think any of the other books in the series got a movie adaptation. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, well, today I learned. At Earth's Core, the Hollow Earth sci-fi novel for anyone who read 1864's Journey to the Center of the Earth and thought, not enough dinosaurs. Just not enough of them. We need more dinosaurs. Truly. Okay. Low page count. Sci-fi nerd. You'll find sci-fi under fantasy, so... This... Oh, shit. I was about to see, like... I was about to say, like, this might be a good one. This one is 900 pages. Over 900 pages. What the hell is this? No, okay. Holy shit. Okay, slow, melancholy... No, not this one. This one's a little... meh. Sci-fi. True power. Probably this one. Second Foundation. I would say this one. Asimov's world-famous sci-fi epic continues as secrets unravel around the 14-year-old Arkady. Alliances form in a war for the galaxy, and the true power of the Second Foundation is revealed. How about this? Okay, that was an okay response. Sure. 900? Now that sounds like my kind of book. But I bet they wouldn't be so eager. I don't 900 pages is not my kind of jam. That's not my kind of jam. I don't think I could do that. But holy shit. That was insane. I was not expecting that. That was a jump scare in of itself. And they say this is a cozy game. This is false advertising. Second Foundation. Interesting. I was looking to broaden my horizons, so thanks. But how are you? But how about you? Are you an avid reader? Now and then, not so much. I just sell the books. I don't actually read them. I don't read as much as I would like, so now and then. I see. I guess being surrounded by books every day can dull their shine. Not particularly. That's not the reason why. I'm just too busy, you know, trying to make a profit. I'll take another look at your shelves now then. Talk to you later. Bye, Fern. Alright, cool. The other book that I'm reading right now is, because I've been looking a little bit into mystery in general, but I've been looking into, like, Japanese mystery as well. So, in particular, Honkaku mysteries. So I've been reading the Decagon House Murders, and I'm in the middle of that, and it's very it's very, like, I don't know, something about it is so, like, you can tell like this was so influential, because it was like a very influential book, and still is, but you can tell sort of things where it's like, oh, like, this has inspired a lot of different mystery tropes that you see even in anime or manga, or, you know, just any sort of, like, Japanese media and stuff like that. It's definitely very, very interesting. I'd still recommend it. I'm in the middle of it, so I don't know entirely, but it's got a very interesting way of presenting itself that's, like, it makes it very clear, like, this is where a lot of the inspirations for a lot of the things that I like sort of come from. So, let's see. I'm looking for something poetic right now. I enjoy the classics. You can't go wrong with a play, but don't make it a big deal. But don't make it a big deal. What does it mean? What does it mean? You tell me not to make it a big deal, and then I make it a big deal. Because what do you mean? In search of the world's most beautiful islands. Study in Scarlet. You're right. Yes. Unmasking. Oh, look at that. Unmasking Autism. This book shares the author's personal experience with autistic masking, extensive research on the history of the topic, as well as actionable advice and exercises to encourage self-expression, a groundbreaking work on neurodiversity. Published in 2022. I've not heard of it before. Sorry, what were you asking me? A play. Classics. Yes, indeed. I don't know if I have classics per se. Poetic. Okay, the Odyssey should work. The Raven. Our protagonist is blah, 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 blah. Okay. The Odyssey. This should be fine. Cool. Yay. Alright. Although, like, I've heard of the Decagon House murders before, but I just learned, because I was doing a Wikipedia read on the author, I just learned that that was the same author who wrote Another. Another being the one that got adapted into an anime adaptation, and it was pretty... I mean, I think it got adapted in, like, the early 2010s. And it was pretty widely talked about when it got released. It was very, very interesting because it was kind of insane. So, Another always struck me as more horror than it was a mystery, but maybe I was wrong about that. Maybe I've just seen too many screenshots from the anime of, you know, all the kids in the classroom being brutally murdered. So, alright, let's get rid of this and go about our day. Ooh, Another. I love that one. Did you watch the anime or did you read the novel? Do you have a recommendation? Because I've heard like conflicting things about the anime. I'll probably read the novel, to be fair, but I'd still love to know, like, what was the anime? Was the anime like a, you know, a solid experience? I hear too many different opinions about it. Okay. Yes. I don't think I have anything special for this one, so let's just go to... Let's go to Mega March. What sells over here? It's gonna be crime, drama, and fact. Okay. Crime. We have a ton of crime on the shelves, honestly. Crime and drama. Woo! And fact. And then everything else, but will get its own shelf. So here, fantasy, 2 classics, 2 kids books, and then 2 travel books. That'll be fine. All right, we'll start the day. I only saw the anime. It was more of a horror mystery. Like, there's definitely horror, but there was also a mystery to solve. Okay, I did not know that. I think it got, like, people got caught up in, like, the gore aspect of it, that I didn't actually know that there was something to solve, and instead, like, I thought it was more supernatural, I guess. I loved it, but then I'm perfectly fine with blood and gore, and the mystery aspect was fairly well written, IMO. That's fair. Okay. So I would expect nothing less from the writer, given that the writer was supposed to be like in a mystery club in college, and you know, this is something that he's obviously very, very passionate about. But still, stamp collected. Go to the supermarket 3 times. Okay, cool. But I'll definitely have to check out the novel then. Because I wasn't really sure. I was like, I don't know if this is And especially because I don't have to see the visuals, which is that will definitely help. I think I could probably learn a bit more about that story. Harper, I see you. Hello, child. What are you doing? I just talked to my Uncle Klaus, and he... What? What? Oh, okay. Okay. Lore, just casual lore. I just talked to my Uncle Klaus, and he told me I'm allowed to ask as many questions as I want. So I asked him how he became my uncle, and how I grew in my mama's belly, and why we don't fall off the earth if it's moving so fast. And he just had a laugh. I don't know what that means. Well, you know, the answer to this is to read more books. Yay! More books. Cool. It's like a mystery that if not solved, everyone can die. Oh, everyone will die. I see. That sort of thing. Yo, I'm really glad you rented this parking spot here, you know? It's cool to have someone to hang out with during breaks. Speaking of, you know who else is super happy that you rented here? My boss, Casey. She says we've been getting more customers since you set up shop. Oh, that's nice. I wish I could actually shop here. I wish I could actually see that, maybe. Which is why she wants me to invite you to come on Monday. Monday specifically. Okay. Mega Savings Day. Okay, cool. We have this thing called Mega Savings Day. There's loads of discounts to rope in more customers. I mean, it's quite stressful for me and the gang here, but for you, it should be pretty lucrative, yeah? Okay, sure. Are you two not gonna talk to each other? You're just like, hi, uncle! I was like, hi, okay. Help me out here, I'm here. What do you want? Non-fiction, okay. Niche books. Historical settings. Okay, niche books. Historical settings. Games, game design, game studies. A must-read primer for anyone seeking to become a serious games scholar. A serious gamer. Alright, cool. Poetry of architecture. Newtonian physics for babies. For babbles, for children. Okay. Hawaii Story by Hawaii's Queen. I cannot say the name, unfortunately, but was the last reigning monarch of Hawaii before the kingdom was overthrown and annexed as a territory of the United States by America. A unique and informative autobiography. Oh, that's neat. That's cool. I'd like to read that. Alright, you want something that's more focused on settings. Sorry, I forgot about that. I mean, this is more about the people, but I mean, there's also like a setting to be had there. Similarly, this is more about the person, but there's a setting to be sure. Try this. Alright, cool. That was good. Completed an album for the ages. Okay, so hopefully Klaus will be able to write his not novel, not novel, the song that he's been wanting to write. The novel is what I wrote, and apparently it's really bad, and no one wants to publish it. Aww. Aww. Alright, cool. Please help me out? Yes. One horror shocker, please. Also, I'd love to read something classic. I can't get enough of the Telltale Heart. I can't find anything at the library. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. You killed someone, and now the investigators are here. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Surely they must hear it too. How will Poe's delightfully chilling story end? Oh, yeah, I've read this. I've read this. I forgot about this. It's interesting the way that they wrote this summary, because it makes it sound like it's a second person. It's like told in the second, you know, narratively it's told like a choose your own adventure book. Like, you killed somebody. Now what do you do? That's not what it's kind of a first person, an unnamed person that's like, yeah, I killed somebody, but also have you considered? Yes, I have read that before. Let's see. One horror shocker. First to die. Thrilling. Something classic. I forgot about that. Okay. Let me look. Not this. The Outsider, not this. Looks like the protagonist. Not really. Twist is spooky classic. Maybe this. It's not really a shocker per se. American Psycho. Mysterious Affair at Styles. Gone Girl. Nick and Amy. Warner. Amy has suddenly disappeared. Has Nick become a man capable of killing his wife? That is not that. One of the darkest Nordic crime thrillers out there. The Girl Who Played with Fire. This book must be one of the darkest Nordic crime thrillers out there. Still, Larson manages to sneak in moments of kindness and allyship that make the brutal revenge epos just barely possible to endure. And maybe this. I don't think the girl Who Played with Fire counts as horror. I haven't read it. I'm just trying my best. Better luck next time. Gosh darn it. That is the one thing. It's like, maybe I'm just missing... That was supposed to be an easy one, too. It's like, maybe I'm just missing the nuances of it because I have not read these books. It's like, to me, it sounds like that's supposed to be horror, but I guess not. I typically pick from a series. Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Okay. Have you considered more Sherlock Holmes? Or maybe not that. A Book of Many Beginnings. To start... Okay. I mean, this one? This one will work. Woman in White. In Cold Blood. And this is Pet Cemetery. Okay, this one will work. This is what you want. Alright, cool. No problem. No problemo. And then in terms of like other books, the only other book that I have out of the library right now is another Honkaku mystery, but I have not gotten around to reading it yet, which is the Honjin Murders. But I didn't realize, so the Honjin Murders is the story of that one detective, I forget his name. Is it Kin Daichi? Like the Kin Daichi series, or Kidanchi, I don't know. I don't remember his name, but I used to vaguely watch like some, you know, one of the many dramas that they had when I was back in like middle school and high school. I would just have it on. So because like a friend was watching it. So I mean, I'm kind of familiar with like that series, kind of vaguely familiar with it. It's been a long time. I didn't realize it was based on a novel. Again, so many things where it's like, I just didn't realize this was based on a novel. So I'm kind of looking forward to eventually reading more about that. But apparently it only very recently got translated into English, which makes... That's why I didn't figure out it was like, oh, this is a this is based on a novel. That's probably why I didn't realize it. What a week. I can't stand gore, and I love to be able to carry the book. However, give me something utterly scary with no gore. Gotcha. No gore. Everyone cool enough to be a killer. The Outsider. Heinous crimes. Probably not this one. True horror. Read with care. Maybe not this one. Maybe this one. You know what? Try this one. I don't think Gone Girl counts as horror. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want. Certainly Gone... I mean, it's a thriller, but it sounded like you didn't want any gore. So I gave you something thriller related. Okay. Alright. The whole stream has just been me picking fights with the customers. And she's like, I don't agree with your opinion. I'm trying my best. As someone who has never read the book, and you haven't read the book either, I think that your assessment is wrong. Who's to say? Alright, let's get this. And let's head out to... where was I before? I was at Mega March. Let's go to the cafe. All right, what sells well here is apparently a lot of stuff. Classic, travel, crime, drama. Okay. Crime. Okay. Classic. And travel. And what was the last thing? Let's see. Classic, crime, drama. Drama. All right. And hopefully this will be enough. I kind of doubt it. I kind of doubt it based on how book sales have been going. Like, people really will really just flock towards whatever book is popular in that area. So fantasy 1, 2. Don't need classic. We could take some kids books. All right. And then fact and not this. Fantasy. All right. Let's go over here, and then tomorrow will be the day of all days where we can hopefully hopefully feed the dog. All right, open. We should also be able to meet Tilde's friend here as well. So but yeah, I'm guessing the Honjin murders are also like super very influential. That's probably like every mystery related thing that you've ever read from Japan has been influenced by that. That's very much like it's that sort of classic. So difficulty 5 stars. Anything hot off the press. I can't live without sci-fi. Starstruck. One of my favorite all time. It's a tough galaxy out there, but somebody's gotta live in it, and it might as well be you. The brilliant feminist sci-fi play turned graphic novel that you may not have heard of yet. I really haven't. Is that a real one? They usually have the sticker when it's not real, so I assume that's real. Okay, fantasy. Oh, right. Fantasy. We don't have a lot of fantasy today. Which would probably not this, and definitely not this. Okay, let's try maybe oh, look at that! My lesbian experience with loneliness, a very candid memoir in which the author shares her journey with mental health, sexuality, and growing up. A must-read for Josei fans. Nagata Akabi. I read this back when it first came out in 2016. Look at that. I can't believe it. That's like a callback from the past. Look at that. Adventures of... Not this. Stormbreaker. Is it a good read? Unfortunately, it's been a long time. It's been almost 10 years. Almost 10 years. But I did remember, like, very much enjoying what I read of it. And it's apparently survived the test of time if people are still talking about it. I mean, the relative test of time. So, yeah, I would recommend it. Okay, none of these things. None of these things. Let's go over here. Let's look at drama. Hopefully there's something there that's sci-fi related. Sci-fi, 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 sci-fi. Ouran High School Host Club Volume 1. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. What the hell? I don't think we have any books for you, my guy. I'm so sorry. I did not stock up as well as I should have. Gosh darn it. Okay. But yes, there's a lot of manga in this book. Not book. There's a lot of manga in this bookstore game. So it's actually really refreshing, honestly. If you're ever in need of fresh local goods, you know, there are other markets beside the dreadful Mega March. We have our flea market, of course, but you should also stop by the fish market sometime. Yes, I'm trying. You won't necessarily find the most exotic seafood, but our Walter and the other fishers are making sure the local sea life populations are kept in check. They go out of balance before they go out of balance. It's essential for the ecosystem of the bay, I hear. Don't think the megacorp people would care about that, do you? Anyway, it's a good market. You might just have to get used to the smell a bit, dear. Fair enough. And hopefully Doggo likes fish. That'd be good. Oron, I know. That's like such a callback, man. But again, I really like the inclusion of like manga alongside like all these classic books, alongside contemporary books. It's really great. I like the selection here. It's really varied and really nice. Doggo, personal Doggo, like actual Doggo. Oh, hi Miriam. I was gonna say like actual Doggo here is very much, unfortunately, allergic to salmon and seemingly chicken as well. So she cannot have it, even though she really likes it. But hopefully the Doggo in-game is very much okay with fish. There you are. I have something prepared for you. This is the wrong voice. What did I do before? Since it seems your business is doing well, I think it is time to welcome you into our circle. What the heck? You see, I am a chairwoman of the Buxtonbury Local Association of Business Leadership and Administration. What? We support each other in all small business matters until they and I agreed that you would be a good fit. Oh, okay. However, before I can officially admit you, I must be sure that you can adhere to our standards. The pillars of business that uphold our association are not to be trifled with. Some of them have been in place since 1798 even, but we'll see if you can master them. Next time you come by the Liberté, we will begin with our little business course. What? I just picked up a bunch of books and then just started selling them. What do you mean, business? Business? What is that? I will see you then. Goodbye. Okay. What can you recommend me? I'm here. Lovely weather. I'm a bit obsessed with crime novels. Usually enjoy a piece of classic literature. Okay. Classic literature that is something more crime related. Emma to the left. Is this? No. No, not this. Canterville Ghost. Ghost story tale with a lot of humor. Okay, maybe over here instead. This is gothic, but I'm not sure it's really crime. I don't know if that's really crime per se. Death Note Volume 1. Truly, Light Yagami. Let's see. Thornhill. I don't know if I have any really good recommendations for you. I try this one. I don't know. Are you sure? I've never even heard of American Psycho before. Are you crazy? Better luck next time. That's fair. There were not a lot of good recommendations. I figured maybe that would give me an okay response, but that's fine. I'm looking for new cooking tips. However, I'm not really much of a pop science reader. I'm a fan of books like Cook As You Are, but I have to get back to the cafe soon. Sometimes our lives don't leave space for cooking, or do they? These delicious recipes work for all kinds of situations, whether you need a last-minute inspiration, only have one clean pot, or can't easily chop ingredients. I see. Death Note is a classic. It truly is. It truly is, when you think about it. Alright. You want a cooking book. What does this mean? I might find that in travel. I did not find that in travel. Real fishing trip. Cartfax. It's not really about... That's not really, I would say. Heartstopper is also there. I've heard of that one. I have not read it, or I don't know anything about it, but it's also there. Okay, well, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find what it is that you're looking for. I don't know if we have any cookbooks. It'd be very scary to find a cookbook here in the crime section. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think we have anything. I'm sorry. I did not pack the books as well as I should have. I thought I could cash in if I just, like, put the correct... whatever was correct, but apparently not. I want something magical. Okay, you should probably get a child's book, of which we have only one. Want something magical? Also, I like niche books. I already finished that last one. Okay, try this one. Oh, well, that was the one kid's book. I didn't want to give you, like, an adult book. I don't even know, like, are you allowed to read them? I feel like that was a fair assessment. But it might not have had anything enchanting in there, so that's fair. Didn't you have that other cookbook? I can't remember the name. It was like a series of recipes from the other book in collaboration with a fiction writer. Yeah, I might have accidentally removed that from the shelf, but I did have that, yeah. Or I might have, like, another customer might have taken it, because that was like a few days ago in game. Gosh darn it. That is the one thing. It's just like, I see this book on the shelf. It's like, this is the perfect match. And then, and then it's just not there when I need it. Truly. Okay. Let's... We're taking a long time. Are you done? Get out of my store. It's almost sunset. It's time for closing. I'm just, like, waiting on this one customer, like, just get out of here. Alright. Thank you so much for your business. And now I'm very kind. Alright. Let's go here, here, here. Alright. Okay. Let's see. What can be done? I have a lot of money at this point. Maybe I'll just buy everything. Why not? Okay. Alright, cool. And then, today is the day of all days in which I go to the fish market? Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. Today, Waterfront Fish Market. Oh, so it's probably at Waterfront Square. Okay, so nothing different. In that case, I think nonfiction and travel are the most popular here. But let me check. Yes, okay, indeed. Let me go to fact. Ooh, and then we're gonna go to travel. And we'll put down one crime book and then some, well, not drama, fantasy books as well would be good. And some classics. And then some kids books. Should be good. 2, 4. Okay. All right. Oh, it truly is. All right. Now there's food. There's food for the dog. The dog is here, right? If the dog is not here, I'm gonna be upset. Yeah, Doggo is there. Y'all can just give the doggo some food. Okay, hold on. Let me... My, look who decided to sail in today. Stamp collected. Yay. Look at you, all seaworthy. Does your vessel have a name yet? Doesn't have one. Destiny. SS Scampy. Scampy. Are you sure about that? Yes. It's a bit unusual, but well, why not? Very good. I'd say you're ready for our little fish market now. Would you like to see my special offers? Yes. Okay. Cool. This can be raw fish. I mean, you're not really... fishing net. Let's hope you catch a big one or two. Okay. Let's just get the raw fish and hope for the best. I don't think that's probably the best. Some gulls around here can be vicious. If you ask me, you should cook it sooner rather than later. It tastes best grilled or in a stew. What? But if you don't eat fish, maybe share it with our stray over there. I know he'll love it. Okay, yay! Yay! Let me talk to you as well. Do you have anything to say? Or... No? Okay. Doggo! Woof, woof. He's intently eyeing the raw fish. Yes, buddy, this is for you! Oh my goodness! Oh, he looks so excited. Seems like he enjoys fish. Stamp collected. Throw the dog a treat. Feed the stray. He seems to really like fish. And you, apparently. Yay! Alright. Klaus. Klaus jump scare. I wasn't here ready to talk to you people yet. Hold on. We did it. We beat the game. This is what we're here for. We were here just to feed the dog. That's it, really. Alright. Everything else is just bonus content. I guess we can finish up the day. Hey, glad I caught you. Those books you got me have really been paying off. I'm glad. An album for the ages. Walk those hollow halls of history. Oh, hell yeah. I didn't know historical books could be so metal. I finally have a rough draft together for the songs. I mean, I kinda hate them all, but... You know, that's a me problem. Just gotta get over my perfectionism and stuff. Actually, would you give one of the songs a listen? Since it was inspired by your book recommendations and all. Klaus's demo, a garage recording, okay? Do I have anything to play this on, or? I even managed to pick up this old boombox. Okay, yay, we have that. I hope it all works. And let me know what you think. Alright, I'll see you later, yeah? Of course. So is it just over here for me to interact with, or? Maybe here? Hold on. What would you like? I'm... Something to do with real life. I'm a fan of botany in a day. Got anything for me? With plant identification. Okay, I got you. Get to know the Finnish design master Alvar Aalto in this book that takes us on a visual journey through the 60 years of iconic creations, including photographs, plans, and sketches. I would love this. Maybe you would like this too? HTML 1998 an introduction. Oh god. Hello worldly. How fungi make our worlds. Okay. Maybe that one as well. Interviews, etc. Okay. I would say, based on what you're saying, maybe this one. Alright, cool. Thanks for your business. So does the music come back? I put the music on. It played like a short little snippet of something metal. But I didn't actually hear anything. It must have some sort of effect. Like maybe it draws away children. Because the children are like, oh, metal music, so scary. Alright. Yes, I'm here. Let's just scuttlebutt. I quite enjoy historical settings. Also wouldn't mind something a bit thrilling. Drama, probably. Okay. Collected poems. 20th century Welsh poets. I don't know. I'm not finding... Tense horror. Thrilling. I don't think this. Probably not this. Probably not any of these, to be sure. Yeah. Battle of the Labyrinth. Green Mile. These are all fantasy. But it's not a historical setting. And the 90s is not historical. Okay. Definitely not historical. Oh, I'm so old. The Haunting of Hill House. Orlando. Try this one. I don't know. Probably not this. Oh, that still worked. Okay, sure. I'll take that. I didn't think that one would work. Ah, yes, I heard you've made the acquaintance of my Mary. She has a great sense for business, much more than I've ever had. It runs in the Devoir family, you know. The Liberté has been with them for 2 centuries. And Mary Ann has always managed to stay on top of those decades of paperwork while still working out front with the customers. It's quite the incredible feat, although she has enough employees to do well to rely on a little more. But I think she has a hard time letting go of the reins, so to speak. Refuses to speak of retirement and all. But who am I to tell her what to do? I gave up on that years ago. That's fair enough. Some people are just like that. Of course, there's nothing wrong with slowing down as well, but some people are just like that. I like books with plot twists. Bonus points if it was written by a woman. Okay, I'm just gonna look for something that's like, this is definitely written by a woman. Richard... John... Orlando... Passionate affairs, bittersweet moments, bendings of rules, times, class, and gender? Maybe Orlando, then. Yeah, Orlando. I've never heard of this one. But okay, try this. What? The spies of your book have more twists and turns than this. Damn, okay, Tilde. I'm sorry. I'm just trying my best. Okay. What this is telling me probably is that I need to read these books. I need to read these books if I'm gonna recommend them to people. I thought it would be a little bit easier, but it's definitely... I don't think it is. Hey, good to see you out here again. I'll just pick up a new book if that's okay. Well, sorry, break time is over. I can't really miss tonight's deadline. That would mean no new article in tomorrow's edition. Deadline? You work alone? Oh, of course not. There are other people that keep the review afloat. But I am the only journalist. Thankfully, Diane and Harold cover just about everything else. Maybe I'll tell you about them another time, but I should get going now. Certainly someone should help with that. What can you recommend? I'm here. Okay, how would she know if she hasn't read it yet? That's what I'm saying. And it's like, how would I know if I haven't read it yet? True. But also, how do you know? Gosh darn it. I'm looking for something to do. You know, a new hobby. The Stones of Venice is my all-time favorites. Anything good on board today? A thoroughly researched exploration of Venetian art and architecture comprised of 3 groundbreaking volumes. If you have a soft spot for hard rocks, get this. Alright, we're kind of running low on books like that. Probably not this. This polarizing manifesto calls for a new architecture for modern times, a foundational text to understand Corbusier's work, brutalism, and mid-century architectural movements. Not really that. Battle of the Labyrinth. Oh, that's fantasy. And then Treasure Island. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is there. Amazing. The only one that kind of works is... Oh, well, maybe this. I don't know. Have you tried HTML as a hobby? Okay, sure. Alright. I'm glad that worked out. Yay. Alright. I'm here. Okay. You're the highlight of my route and want to learn more about history. Do you have anything like Homage to Catalonia? An exceptionally observant, vivid, and often witty journalistic work turned memoir by George Orwell, wherein he tells of his time fighting fascists in the Spanish Civil War. Okay. History. Maybe something like this? Man behind the masterpiece, explore the life and artistic vision of the legendary sculpture. It's not really history per se. That's the only thing. I mean, it's history, but it's not like history. Orlando. Maybe this. But it's also fiction. Which would... And then these are children's books. I don't know. Try this. I don't think that's set in history. You are actually correct about that. Like, I don't know. I didn't have a good stock there today. And that's fair enough. Alright. Burb? Can you give me money? No. You're just a burb. Okay, cool. Bye, cheers. I didn't mean to click on you. My bad. Alright. And I think with this one customer here, that probably ends the day. Ruff, ruff. Stray dog? Hey, he's following you. Seems like he really wants to stay with the bookshop. Would you like to take him home with you? Yes! Stray dog! He used to live on the fishing boat, but now he never leaves your side. Oh, truly, this was so worth it. I was about to be like, this is 3 hours of stream. It's like, I'm not sure I want to go this long. It's like, no, this was absolutely worth it. What the hell? This was great. Okay. How do I... Oh, did I unplug my controller? No! What did I do? Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness. I don't have a name for you. Oh, he's excited. Now he just needs a proper name. Buddy, Behemoth, Bailey. You look like a Bailey, to be honest. Buddy. Arf. Yay! He likes it. Stamp collected. Oh, I'm just so happy. This is the best game ever. This is the best game ever. This is a 10 out of 10. This is my game of the year. All right, cool. Well, on that note, I guess we can end stream. I can't believe it. I'm so happy. I thought the game wasn't going to allow me to do that. It was going to be like, you have to at least feed the dog 10 more times before the dog maybe comes over and spends a day with you. I even got to name him. I'm so happy. I'm happy. I'm just really, really happy with it. Okay. We got the dog. The game's over now. It truly is. This truly was our tiny bookshop. Well, yes, that was the game. It was very, very, very relaxing, very chill. I got some great book recommendations from it. I will continue to get more great book recommendations from it. I really enjoyed it. I can see why it's you know, it's best-selling currently. It's pretty, you know, it's selling pretty well right now, and I'm really enjoying the game. So I will definitely be playing some more of this off stream, probably on nights when I have insomnia. This will definitely be my like cozy comfort game, to be sure, especially now that I have Buddy with me. So yeah, but even though this is the end of this on stream, you know, we still have, you know, other cozy games that I check in on every so often, and we play some more cozy games and stuff like that. So that said, though, tomorrow I will be live at a reasonable time, at a reasonable time of 9 or 10 p.m. Eastern time, with some more Never Seven, The End of Infinity. And that will round out the streams for this week. So let me go over to ending screen. All right. Because I'm trying to run before ads start. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, ad manager, please. But if you are here, if you are here, thank you so much for hanging out for a little bit. I really appreciate it. Is anyone online? I assume not. Hold on. Chew is online. Chew is online? Okay, Chew is online. We're gonna go raid Chew. Say hello. Chew. There we go. Yippee! That's not the correct person, is it? Wait. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm spelling Chew's name correctly. Hold on. Is that the right name? I don't know if it is. Hold on. That's embarrassing. Don't tell Chu I don't know his name. Oops. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Alright. Cool. Let me go raid. Paste. Alright, that's the correct person. Yay! Yippee! Well, if you are here, again, thank you so much for hanging out. Have a wonderful rest of your night, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye.